How's it going, guys? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we have a Russian military ration, a 24-hour individual ration, menu number 2. All right, this is a pretty big ration. It's right at 4 pounds. So there's a lot of stuff in it. It's pretty heavy. Let's go ahead and cut this thing open and see what's going on here. And we translated the front of it. Basically what it says is ration individual, menu option number 2. Then it has addresses, I guess, of, I don't know. It doesn't translate all the way. But we're going to go ahead and slice this thing open at the top. Get it here where I can do that. There we go. We're going to slide this out of here. We don't know for sure what year this is. It should be a new one, but, you know, you just never know with this kind of stuff. It's in the standard box that all these come in. Going to flip it open here. And we have a lot of stuff in here, so let's just kind of start sorting through it. Start off with, we have 3 Russian military issue spoons. We have, I don't know, we're going to take it all out. I'm going to translate it all. How about that? We have 2 smaller cans. We have, man, those ration heater fuel pellets stink like fish. Everything smells like fish. We have what looks to be 2 fruit drinks. We have 4 packs of sugar. We have our coffee creamer. Everything feels good so far. We have, looks like, or feels like tea. We have Cemento's Pure Fresh Gum. And let's grab a date off of this real quick. It looks like 2015, 4/9/2015. So this is a late 2015, early 2016 ration. We have, I don't know what these guys are here. I don't know. Let me set this. Let me stop this. We're going to translate all this stuff real quick so we know. I don't like going through and saying, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, we are back. We have black tea. We have another black tea. I'll set that over there. We have another coffee creamer. And we have a package of salt. Make sure that's the only package of salt. And then our cans transfer to vegetable caviar. And then we have a can of cheese. This will usually be the white cheese. Then we have our drinks, our fruit drinks. We have a apricot wand as it transfers that, which in return is apricot bar. We have our coffee. This one feels a little bit hard. This this coffee actually has a lot more in it this one has, which is kind of funny. Nothing spilled out in the box. We have a water purification tablet. We have, I was thinking this was a vitamin. It might be. The only thing I could transfer on it is water. So we'll have to take it out and maybe do a little more heavy research on that. There's 2 of those. I'm guessing those are vitamin tablets. We have our little gouging tool for opening up containers, opening up these plastic containers if you can't rip them. We have our little stove. And they did change a little bit. They actually put the stove, it used to be in a paper package. This one is actually in a clear baggie. And it has the, well, this is actually different too. These Russian rations, a lot of these vary a little bit, almost from month to month. You almost never get one that has exactly the same stuff in it. But you have a little striking pad for your match. You have your windproof, weatherproof matches, and then you have your 3 field tablets, and behind there you can see the little stove for cooking your food. Today we have our hot plate we're going to be using, and not that, because this guy stinks pretty bad. We go outside and do it. It's about 29 degrees and snowing, so no thanks. We have the vegetables with beef right here. We have another tin of just beef. We have something a little different. This is a fruit mash, and it doesn't particularly say what kind of fruit. We know it obviously has apples. It could be like a mashed apple kind of deal, or it could have mixed fruit in it. And then we have our kasha, our beef kasha. All right, so there's the 3 meals. Our crackers are a little broken up. Not too bad, not like we eat all of them anyway. And I think one of these was a sweet bread and the rest were like a flour. One was rice and one was flour. I'll translate that next time we stop the camera. And then we have our moist towelettes, one for 3 sets, one for the silverware, one for wiping your hands off. Then we have a hot beverage bag, like in the US MREs. Then we have some really thin, crappy napkins laying on the bottom, super paper thin. Then we have the write-up sheet. Man, that box stinks like fish. Terrible. The write-up sheet telling about it. And then that's it. The box is empty. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle some of this stuff around here. We're going to put our crackers back there out of the way. We're going to get our entrees and our tray lined up for you guys. 3 entrees are right here. There's another water purification tablet stuck to that guy. We'll take him off. So yeah, these have to be vitamin tablets. And then here's our fruit, our drinks. Let me go ahead and try to get a exact transfer, or what do you call it? Tell what this is. Translate. And then what else we're going to do, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to transfer and see what flavor this is. Okay, so we could get apple juice out of this one and lemon juice on the back. So maybe it's only apple, maybe it's apple lemon. These 2 guys here they won't translate at all. They're definitely vitamin tabs. And memory serves me right, they should look like a little white M&M. We'll definitely investigate that. Move some of this other crap off to the side. I think we're ready to start. We're going to go and open up our, basically our fruit mash. And we'll do that first and go to our bars and work through everything like that. We'll open this guy up. This guy have a date on it first of all. Yes, it does. 4/9/2015. Go and crank it open. It blew up all over the place. That's nice. And it looks like pretty much applesauce. It's kind of like baby food, actually. But it's the first time I've ever seen one in one of these rations before. I don't know if that's really rare. I just haven't had the luck of getting that. I'm going to try our apricot wand. Not try it, but we're going to get her up on the plate here. Kind of cool. It just smells like straight apricot, however you want to say it. It smells very natural and not full of preservatives. You know, you guys ask me a lot what the best rations are. And the best rations are, well, to start off with, let me get you back here in the shot a little better. The Russian rations are the best. The French ones are the best that I've had so far. The Dutch stuff is good. You know, it just depends on what you like. Not everybody agrees with that. In my personal own taste, you know, that's what I like the best. That being said, let's go and crank open the vegetable caviar. And this is basically, you know, mashed up vegetables. I don't know exactly what the common deal was, but it tastes almost like a spaghetti sauce. And really, I guess you could add it with your main dishes. Eat it straight on crackers. It doesn't smell bad. You know, those have always been pretty good. Let me grab something here to set all this nasty stuff on. We're not going to use our drink bag, so let's go ahead and set it on there. And our cheese, a lot of guys say, oh, you got to heat up the cheese. Some reviewers in the past said they dropped this in boiling water and it actually blew up. So We don't want to heat it up that bad. If we want to heat it up, we could take the lid off and heat it up on our hot plate. And this has a 7/14 2015. Crank this guy open, and she just smells very good. It almost smells like American cheese, what Americans call American cheese, and maybe a hint of white cheddar, but it's a real sticky kind of cheese. It's not not runny at all. It's pretty heavy and pretty thick. All right, so our sugar, sort through everything here. I'll go there. For right now, I'll put our 3 spoons there. And then our vitamin tablets, go there. Water purification. We're not going to use those today, but we'll put them up here inside. And our Mentos, do that right there. In case we need our little gouge tool there, I'll put that there. And this is our salt. Put him up there. Do we not get any pepper in all this? That's kind of weird. Our coffee creamer. And then our wet naps. Put those right there. Leaves us with 2 coffees, 2 teas. We'll do 1 of each. And 2 other drinks. We'll do 1 of those. Put that up there. And I think what we're going to do next, we're going to go ahead and get our main entrees up and cooking. And we'll come back once we do that. Alright guys, so all the main entrees are pretty much done. We are going to go ahead and get this main drink mixed up. We have the water is getting done for all the hot drinks. So let's go ahead and bring this guy down here. We're going to rip this open. Pretty brown. It's like brown sugar. So this is definitely some variation of apple. Our water's finished for our hot drinks. It smells kind of weird, to be honest with you. Let me grab the water for the hot drinks and we'll do it all in one go here. Alright, so it says, 100 mil on the back of these packages for this drink, roughly, which isn't very much. Probably really not even that much. We'll go ahead and use that. We got some other spoons. I broke one of the MRE spoons that I was stirring the kasha. It was pretty stiff. Give that a nice stir. We're going to leave that right there. Put that down the holder so it don't flip over on us. And then we're going to mix up the tea. This is black tea. And it feels like a bag. I'm going to be very careful not to rip the bag inside. Use the tip of her super sharp knife to do that. And we still gouge a corner of it, but it's not leaking, so it's fine. Very nice smelling tea, actually. Very rich. Let's go ahead and do some hot water to this guy. We won't mix this real crazy thin. It's a pretty small cup. Maybe something like that. And then we have our... set him maybe back over here. Let it do its thing. Put the tea bag down in there. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and mix up our coffee. It's like a freeze-dried coffee. Some of the best tea I've ever had has actually been in a Russian ration. They had these that were in little gold bags, like golden red bags. Some of the best I've ever had. It was pre-sweetened, really good. Coffee smells very, very full, bold smell. There's that. We'll get another spoon here. Stir this guy up. I think we're just going to leave it right there to do his thing. Might try some creamer in it. We might not. And let me see here. I think we're ready for the mains at this point. All right, so we have her all stacked up here, guys. We're going to tray this stuff up and we'll get it out of here. We're going to start off first, if we can even pick it up. It's so hot. We're going to start off with the beef. So the beef looks like this. We had to pour a little bit of the fat off of it because it was so full it was like spilling everywhere. So the beef has basically Bailey's, and it's almost like a brisket. It's just whole pieces of beef. Super hearty. It's really good. The fat content is out of this world on it though, because when you open it up, it's basically fat or even salt cured. There's not a ton in this package, but there's so much other stuff in the ration, you know, you're definitely not going to go hungry. So that is the beef. Now next we have our beef with vegetable. It's like a little stew. And it has beans. This one is cooled off a little bit. The container has not. It has potatoes and beans and all that kind of stuff. I do see a bay leaf in there also, which is right there. Kind of shuffle that off to the side. Don't want to be eating that straight. I guess you could, but don't want a whole mouthful of bay leaf, that's for sure. This one has quite a bit in it. It's a pretty hearty portion, a pretty hearty meal. And there is chunks of beef throughout. All right. Let's go ahead and leave that spoon with that. And we're going to go ahead and do the kasha. This is beef kasha. Let's see if I could even pick that up by hand. No, I cannot. Still smoking hot. And we're going to go ahead and plate this up over here. Everything smells really good. A lot of guys think this looks like dog food, but it definitely is not dog food. It's not spicy or anything. It's just a very natural tasting, or tasting entrees, not entree. So yeah, let me go and get this stuff out of here and we're going to come back. All right guys, this is making me crazy hungry. We're going to go ahead and dig into it. We're going to try the vegetable beef stew you may have. Try that first. It smells damn good, I have to say. It smells like a super hearty beef stew. It has chopped potatoes, carrots, beans, chunks of beef all throughout. That's really good. Perfectly seasoned. Nothing crazy spicy. Just the right amount of stuff in it. We're going to try our just plain beef. And I've actually had this before in other rations. This is really good also. No exception here. It just melts in your mouth. It's so tender. You could just cut it with a spoon. As soon as I say that, it looks tough as hell in the video. And you see there, it just breaks apart. It is so good. We're going to try our beef kasha. And you see chunks of beef. There's a lot of fat in it. It smells almost like a rice porridge. This is actually a buckwheat and beef. I tell you what though, some of these could be really dry. This one is not. And the trick to that is I didn't cook it very long. Just enough to get it warm. I got the hot plate heated up really good. Let it set for a minute or two. Shut the burners off and just shut the foil back on top, and let it cook like that. We're going to move on to our cheese. I always got like just a can of cheese. You think it'd be real creamy and smooth and rich, but it's not. It's just kind of real, like a real sticky cheese, like you melt a cheese slice. But I tell you what, though, if you go in, do a little bit of this action. Yep. That's the way to do it. That is really, really good. We're going to go ahead and clean our palate with our apple drink. Kind of curious to see. It's almost all diluted. There's still a little bit of sugar on the bottom. I'll stir it up right before you take a drink of it. That was room temperature water. Doesn't smell like much of anything. Really? Almost got to do that again. It's like a very natural apple drink. Not even apple juice. And then it almost has an undertone of the lemon in it. It's not you can really taste lemon that much. It has a nice crisp ending to it. Very nice. We're going to move on to our vegetable caviar. Which, I mean, to me it tastes like, I think it has eggplant and all kinds of stuff in it. It tastes like spaghetti sauce. Like a spaghetti paste. And a lot of guys, they do the crackers, or they're mixing it with the main entrees. Has a good smell to it. Go ahead. I mean, it could even pass for spaghetti sauce. It really is a different kind of deal. Put the crackers up. Take a smell. Usually the crackers in these rations don't last long. But this one still smells good. Get some of the vegetable caviar on that. Crackers are more of a hardtack kind of deal. They're kind of stale. A lot of them get rancid real fast. These are not rancid at all. These actually are not bad. I'll take a drink of water. Well, back to the apple here to cleanse our palate. Man, it really isn't bad. It's really pretty decent. We're going to go ahead and drag our tea over here. Give it a little stir. It smells good. Not bad. It has a little bit of sugar in it. A little bit of sweetness to it. You know, there's really nothing I could figure out how to use our 4 huge packs of sugar there. Except in our coffee. It'd be the only... I mean, I guess you could put sugar on your beef. I'm not really sure why you want to do that. Coffee smells just a little bit different than a U.S. coffee. A real bold, full flavor. Full scent. It is a little on the bitter side, but it's not that bad. It's actually pretty decent. I don't even like coffee. All right, we're going to go ahead and try our apple stuff out here. Should have grabbed another spoon. We're going to rob this teaspoon. That's the least. Make sure and clean it off good. We're going to go into what looks like an apple sauce. Give it a little bit of a stir. Looks to be in very good physical condition. Oh, wow. Apple, I could taste a little bit of lemon in there. A nice sharp cut of lemon. That probably helps to keep the color. Very smooth. You know, here you get applesauce is kind of grainy. This is very good. Man, I tell you, it's pretty decent. So let me see here. I think we're down to our apricot wand or apricot bar. I guess in Juan's just a bad Google Translate. Kind of sticky on that side, actually. Not bad. It's about the most natural tasting fruit bar possibly ask for. All right, and we forgot to do our wipes here. So we have one for our hands and one for our silverware. So we have this one here is for utensils, which we clearly don't need that. We'll go ahead and take out the one for our hands though. And almost no scent to it whatsoever. And these Russian rations, they give you a really good towelette. It doesn't all fall apart. I mean, look at that slight rip up there. I was pulling pretty hard on it, and I'm sure you could probably definitely substitute that for toilet purposes too, if you know what I'm getting at. All right, so there's that guy. I'll put him back there out of the way, and we have some Mentos, and we have our mystery pill, which we're pretty sure at this point is a vitamin. And it should look like a white M&M, and it does, and that is what it is. Holy crap. Really hard. You can see on the inside of it. Ooh. You bite it open like that. Looks like chocolate, my friends, but that's no chocolate. That's all vitamin. Tastes like it just bit a deli vitamin in half. Whew. Definitely not a pleasant flavor. The outside's candy coated, but when you bite it like I did, you get right to the hardcore part pretty quick. I'm going to go and get our Mentos. I almost did the Mentos first. Remember last time I tried one of those vitamins, it was pretty harsh. So there are Mentos last. See that vitamin, about choked there. Get that vitamin taste out of our mouth. And these are Pure Fresh Mentos. I'm guessing this is a gum. For sure a gum. All right, so I think we're pretty much finished. Look over real quick once here. This ration came from a eBay seller called Sour West. He is a U.S. seller. He has a bunch of international stuff on his eBay site. And I'm going to put his username, let's say about right there, for you guys. And you go to his eBay and check his stuff out. He puts new stuff on quite a bit. And that's pretty much all for today's review, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. You know, don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, very last of all. Thanks for watching, guys.